Hey girls, in today's video we're going to be talking about how I got off birth control, how I track my cycle, and I'm living my best life birth control free. This topic is really important to me because I didn't realize how badly birth control was messing me up until I got off birth control, and I was on a couple different types of different pills from high school to college, and then I got on the Mirena. The IUD really messed me up way worse than the pill ever did. And when I finally got just birth control free and I'm letting my hormones flow the way they're naturally supposed to, the way we were designed to be, I'm feeling so much better. So I hope this video can help some of you. So in this video, I'm gonna show you a bunch of different apps so you can track your cycle and figure out when you can and cannot get pregnant. And I've been birth control free for a couple of years now, and I'm baby free and never got pregnant. We're good. And when I'm ready to have kids, I know exactly the window when I can do it. So let me show you these apps, and I'll tell you all about how you can recover from birth control as well. So I was on birth control. I first got on low estrogen when I was like 17, and then I got on low estrogen. I was on a couple different types of pills. I was also on orthotricycline. I switched pills a couple different times, and then I was birth control free for a little bit, and then I got the Mirena IUD, and it really messed me up. And I didn't even realize how badly it was really messing me up, all from my teens through my 20s until I got off birth control. And now I just feel like a weight's lifted off my shoulders. I feel like a woman. I feel more feminine, like my energy and my hormones are flowing the way they were designed to be, and I just feel so much better. And I remember when I was getting off birth control and I was telling one of my coworkers about how I'm not on birth control anymore, because she was like talking about how whatever pills that she's on or something. And I was like, oh, I'm not on birth control actually. And she's like stunned, and she's like, oh, you're just praying that you don't get pregnant? And I was like, you must not understand like how this works, okay? Because there's literally a window of a couple days that you can actually get pregnant, and that's around your ovulation. And a lot of people don't understand this, and I'm kind of confused because I think we had sex ed back in the day. We might have talked about it. I think there's a bigger agenda here where they want us to get on birth control like ASAP when we're teenagers, and it's like no questions asked. Here you go. Here's the pill. You don't even barely have to blink, and they're like, here's your birth control. And then when you're on it for a while, and eventually you're like, okay, well, I'm getting married, having kids, let's start a family. They take you off of it, and then as soon as possible they're like, get you back in the OB/GYN, and then you're having your baby medically and all that stuff. So it's a whole system, and I don't agree with it. I take the holistic approach to things now, and I was stuck in the matrix for a while, just like a lot of people in America and around the world. And now that I'm taking the holistic approach to things, I just feel so much better. Like basically the modern times and the modern world and the modern things that we do to our bodies are basically ruining our bodies, and I'm trying to go back. Like these modern problems need traditional ancient solutions. So that's like my whole spiel about how I'm approaching this now, my health and everything. So let me get into how to track your cycle. I have been using this app called Life, and it's a fertility tracker, and it shows when your period is, and you put in the dates of your period. You can track your symptoms. So what you do is you input the days of your period. So when you first start your period, you put it in here and you say add period, and then you can also say like spotting, light, heavy, medium, like however your flow is going, and you can see how many days it's gonna be. And then as you keep using this app month after month, it starts to predict your cycle better. So you can see, okay, on the 17th, I'm gonna get my period. Or, if you're going on vacation or something, you could be like, okay, I'll be on my period that week. The more you use it and the more details that you put on this app, the better it is at predicting when your ovulation and when your period's gonna be. So let's talk about ovulation. This is the thing that people don't understand, is you cannot get pregnant every single day of the month. You can only get pregnant in a small window of the month. So there's a couple days that you can actually do it. And for example, mine here says I'm ovulating on April 4th. So sperm can live inside your body up to a few days. So that's why there's a window up until ovulation, and then like the day or two after ovulation is also part of the window, because when the egg releases, that's when the sperm and the egg can join. So if you have sex on the 31st, for example, for me, so it's the 31st, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and then 4th is ovulation day. So there's my window, and then the 5th is also the day after ovulation. So that's the window that I can get pregnant. So say I go through my window, I don't get pregnant. Then your uterus is like, okay, didn't give us a baby. whatever, and then it sheds, and that's when your period happens. So I feel like this is just, to me, this is like such basic stuff now, and it makes so much sense to me, but I feel like this isn't something that's well known. So that's why I want to make this video. So hopefully this helps you guys. So another thing that's cool about this app that I like is you can put in your symptoms. And when I got off birth control and I was like re-regulating my hormones that we can talk about later, I'll show you how to like regulate your hormones again, because it took me a couple months to get here, but I'm feeling so much better now. I got my hormones kind of tested. I didn't do like an actual hormone panel, but I did some testing through my gut and my hormones like showed up on that. So what's cool now is that I can put in my symptoms, my mood, and then if I want to upgrade the app, I can put in when I have sex, fertility, and weight. So that's like if you're actively trying to get pregnant, that's good for that. So if you want to upgrade that feature, you can see like, okay, we had sex on this day. Did I get pregnant or not? Like if you start your pregnancy, it can show you information on that. But I'm not there yet, so let's stick to the symptoms. So you can type in, okay, I'm getting bloating, breast tenderness, cramps, fever, headache, flow, heavy, light, medium, spotting, nausea, neck ache, PMS, stomach ache. And right before my period, I always cry like the day before. Maybe not every single month, but like a lot of months, I'm getting super emotional the day before my period. And I'm like, what's wrong with me? I'm freaking out. And then like the next day I get my period and I'm like, okay, this happens every single month. I'm just in my feels for a little bit. Like hormones are so crazy. You literally can't do anything about it. So my logical brain is like, okay, calm down. Like it's gonna be okay. You're getting your period tomorrow. Everything's gonna be fine. So I started noticing that about my body, and I feel like very in tune with myself now. Like I know throughout my monthly cycle, like where I'm gonna be feeling good and when I'm gonna be feeling like I don't wanna do anything and all that stuff. So you can also go over here and you can put in your mood. You can say I'm affectionate, angry, anxious, depressed, emotional, happy, irritable, lonely, motivated, blah, blah, blah. So there's different points of the month where you're gonna be super excited and motivated. Then there's times of the month where we're just gonna be like introverted, like nobody talk to me. I don't wanna talk to anybody. I just wanna be with myself. So that's another good tip. Actually, I was listening to a podcast where this girl was talking about how men are on the daily cycle and women are on the monthly cycle. So there's different points of the month that we're gonna be feeling different, like energetically and socially. So even like creatively, like I feel like I'm feeling good right now, so I'm making these videos, but there's certain points of the month where I don't want to make a video, so I don't. The homepage of this app is nice. It's called Life. When I go to the homepage, it says last period, Wednesday, March 24th, cycle date 8th. Fertile. I'm not fertile right now. Oh yeah, I am. Okay, so I am ovulating in a couple days. So it tells you right on the front, you're in your 8th day of the cycle, and then it says 19 days until your expected period. And then it says expected period starts on Monday, April 19th, and then Sunday, April 4th, expected ovulation. And then you can do your calendar view, summary, period history. You can look down all the different days. Okay, mostly like 99% of the time, my period's 5 days long, and then sometimes it's 4 days long. Predictions. And then you can look all the way into all these upcoming months: April, May, June, August 1st, 2021, September 22nd, 2021, November 13th. I'm just like skipping around. So it can predict your period's gonna start on this day and end on this day, literally in May 2022. So you can really plan ahead with this stuff. So it's kind of cool. Let's see what else we have. Period analysis. I just have the free app. I don't have the upgraded features, but you can also track like your weight. You can also take your temperature and record that. So certain days of the month that we're ovulating, for example, I think our temperature goes up. So that's another thing that you can think about. And I think there's some apps and different like non-hormonal birth control options where you're basically just like taking your temperature and using an app like this, and you're like keeping track of it that way. It's really simple to me. I've been trying to explain this to people because they're like, oh, I don't want to get pregnant, I have to be on birth control. And I'm like, you actually don't have to be on birth control. You can just track your cycle, and all you have to pay attention to is when your period is. And the more you use this app, the more you can more accurately figure out when your period's gonna be. And I'll leave a few links in the description box if you guys wanna download any other apps, because I used to use this other one, I can't remember. Oh, it's called My Days X. So that one, I don't know, I think I just switched it up because I thought it like looked cooler on this one for the Life app. So I'll link the Life app, My Days X, and then there's like a couple other companies and stuff that have apps that you can download, but it's honestly so easy. So this is all you have to do. You don't have to put fake hormones into your body every single month. You don't have to get shots in your arm. You don't have to put this thing up into your uterus. You don't have to do any of that stuff. It's very simple. All you have to know is when your ovulation window is going to be, and then when you are ready to have kids, that's when you're going to want to be active. So it's nice and simple. I'm a huge fan of the Weston A. Price Foundation, and if you don't know who that is, they basically are a wise traditions, ancestral health, like very traditional, opposite of the modern world. They use like ancient traditions and ancient nutrition, and they use very holistic practices when it comes to your health. And they have this article about how to recover from birth control. So I'll leave a link in the description if you want to check it out. Another thing that I didn't realize what happens with birth control is when you take it, it can deplete you of very important nutrients like vitamin B12, for example, and iron too. So that's another reason that I felt like complete crap when I was on birth control. Like not even just the hormones part of it, but it depletes your nutrition. It depletes your important vitamins and minerals and nutrients in your body. And like, let's see what it says. Nutrient deficiencies associated with the pill include vitamins B6, B12, folate, and that those are depleted on the pill. And then also nutrient deficiencies that could be low are vitamin B1, B2, biotin, hello for our hair, vitamin C, and then copper and zinc. So this could be why when we're on the pill it says we have fatigue, low libido, skin eruptions, insomnia, paranoia, weight gain, bloating, depression, anxiety, dizziness, dandruff, hair loss, itchiness, and hormone imbalances. When I read this, I was like annoyed because I definitely had like all these bad problems on this list when I was on birth control, but I never associated it with the birth control just because everybody's on it. It's like, it's so normal to be on birth control. It's weird that I'm not. People look at me like I have two heads when I say that I'm not on birth control. They're like, what? So there's just so many side effects that are negative that nobody talks about. Like, I mean, I work for a company, a medical company now, that we make blood clot prevention devices, and birth control can increase your chances of getting blood clots too. So there's literally so many risks associated with it. And I just feel like a better overall, like more vibrant human. Like I'm a better woman without birth control. So I'm really hoping that this video helped you guys. I'm going to leave a bunch of links in the description if you want to read more, and I have some articles to show you, and then I have a bunch of apps if you want to download them. So share your stories in the comments. I really want to know what you guys think, and if you are off birth control and you're feeling better, I want to see your stories too. So check out the rest of my videos if you want to see some more holistic nutrition stuff. I also do some workout clothes videos and shoes, and I'm all about living my best life. I'm trying to like merge like the ancient nutrition and ancient holistic practices with like the modern day fitness stuff. So that's kind of like where I'm at. So I'll see you in the next video.